Yo, what's up, guys? BeatsbyHcien here. In case this is your first time, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks on how you can get creative while making some chill Afrobeat. So, without wasting time, let's get straight into the video. So, yeah, the first thing you want to consider when you're making Afro chill beat or any chill calm beat is your BPM, guys. So, you don't want to be making a chill Afrobeat song and your BPM is like high, like the Amapiano style. So you want to get anything from 90 to 100 or 85 to 100 for your BPM to get that nice, soothing Afrobeat bounce. So yeah, so let's just dive in. And yeah, I see. And another thing I want to let you guys know after you set your BPM is you want to decide, do you want to start with a kick or you want to start with an instrument? So you have to decide as well. So be spontaneous when you're doing this. Sometimes you can start with your drums, sometimes you can start with your instrument. Personally, I always start with my instrument, probably a chord progression, just to get an idea of the song I am working on. And if you're struggling with chord progressions or music theory, you can click this link above and go watch it, guys. And yeah, I bet you get good with music theory. So after I've decided that, and for this one, I'm playing this particular sound from Diva. It's called the HS Ganymede, and that is one of my favorite, right? And yeah, you can jot down the sounds I'm using in this video as well and go try and be creative with them, and yeah. And I played this simple chord. That was the first thing I did when I was making this song. So just a simple chord progression. After I figured that out, the next thing I started doing was to drop in, some nice kick and bounce. And if you're also struggling with patterns, watch this video as well, where I've given you guys different patterns that you can use to make beats. So after I started with the chord progression, then I wanted to decide, sometimes you might be using the wrong drum patterns for the particular vibe you're going for. So yeah, I know that there's no rule to making beats, but at the same time, you have to use your ears. That is why it's good to remake beats, guys, because remaking beats is going to help you to figure out, okay, this is the type of bounce that suits a particular kind of chord progression or a kind of chord bounce, okay, chord rhythm. That's the word. So you want to also figure out what kind of drum pattern works with this. And for me, going for that nice Afro chill vibe, I was going for the nice summer vibe as well. So I started with my kick first of all, and every sound I'm using, yeah, if you like what they sound like, is on my Afrobeat Attire Premium pack. Link below, you can go get it. It is cheap, and I also have free packs away. So yeah, I started with these drums. I was actually playing that with the rim as well. And one other trick you can do, I like, going into the piano roll of my percussion sometimes, because you want to, change some pitch. Doing that can also give you some nice rhythm and groove, if you'd like to call it. So like I said, in this series, I'm just going to be giving you guys tips and tricks, not just a breakdown. So make sure you're following up to the end. So yeah, after I've done that, the next thing I did was adding, a hi-hat, because trust me, guys, when you're making Afro chill beat like this, hi-hat is what gives the bounce. Hi-hat or some nice percussion groups. So yeah, I play this, and as you can see, I'm adding some velocities. Let me take this off so you see clearly. As you can see, I'm adding in the velocity. So when you're also on your piano roll, you want to make sure you're reducing, play around reducing velocities. Randomizing your velocities can also help to give groove, so you want to also put that in mind. So this is what it sounds like. So after I did that, the next thing I added was an open hi-hat. You can see it comes and go. And the secrets to when you're also playing your chords, your percussion, you can just be filling them in spaces where there's nothing sounding. That way they get to shine in their own right. So don't just place them. You can only put them together in a situation whereby you're trying to layer that particular sound because you want it to hit harder than it sounds. So yeah, I added an. And as you can see, I'm adding like a little bit of reverb. So when you're also creating, you want to have like different sends. As you can see below here, I have a reverb send, I have a delay 1.4, I have a delay 1.8, and I have a hybrid reverb as well. So the essence of why you're also doing this in your project is to help the latency and help the CPU usage. So sometimes, personally though, I prefer adding reverbs to my single vocals insert. But when it comes to making beats in terms of the percussions and the instruments, I can also decide to put them in a return tag so that I don't overload the whole project. So if your laptop is not really strong enough, you can use this technique, and trust me, it's going to really help you return and send. So you can use that as well. And the next thing I added was another rim. And you can see I'm also doing what I said. On this particular rim, I'm layering it with the first one above just to make it hit harder. And after I did that, I added an 808, and it's also for my pack. And what I'm just doing here in my 808 is just following the root note of the chord progression that is being played. Okay, if you're watching my video for the first time, click the link above where I've showed you guys how to play conga bass, how to play bass. And yeah, like I always give you guys a technique. Follow the root note first. As you can see, that's just what I'm doing right here. I'm just following the root note of the chord that is just played. I'm using ghost notes so you can actually see the root note, and you can go crazy if you want to. And for anybody using Ableton, before I play the bass and you want to know how to on the glides, you want to go into your one shot right here, then you go into controls, then you see where they say this particular glide volume around there is going to be off like automatically. So you want to click on that and make sure you put it on glide. And after doing that, and whenever you put the higher octave notes in the same line with this, is going to like give that glide effect. So you can see, so that was the next thing I added. So just a simple drum bounce. Like I said, less is more. So after doing that, I added in another sound from Diva. And if you be following up my sounds or my videos, I like layering sounds. When I'm playing a chord progression, I play them in 3 different phases. Okay, so I play one in the middle, I pan one to the left, as you can see around here, and I pan one to the right, just to give it body and make it wide. So for the second sounds that is panned to the left, I'm using an MK First piano from Diva, which is one VST plugin that I recommend if you still don't have it. And for the third sound, I am using an FK Sign piano, and together, one pound to the right, one pound to the left, like 20, 20, 25-ish. And this is what it sounds like. So if you make Afro chill beat, or you like to make this nice calm Afro R&B kind of vibe, you want to make sure you go get Diva as a VST plugin. I'd really recommend that. So yeah, moving on, I played another tom sounds just to complement the whole stuff in the chorus as well. So I added another sound from Jupe, which is another nice VST plugin if you're into chill Afrobeat. And I'm just using the Goodbye Tokyo, and it sounds just like this by itself. Really amazing, trust me, guys. So you can see, so make sure you're taking note of this preset so you can go use it and be creative at when making your own beat. So the next sound I added was another chip sound, which is called the Sense. And I think I'm going to also favorite that as well and favorite it. So you want to make sure when you're selecting sounds, anyone that you like in a particular VST plugin, you want to make sure you favorite it because sometimes you might be making another beat, right? And you'd want to use that same sound. So you don't have to keep going and looking for sounds. That way you're already creating your own catalog of sounds. And you know, there's this saying where they say producers needs to have their own sound. So that way you're already creating your sound subconsciously, but you don't know. So always do this. So favorite your sounds. So yeah, the next one I played was this, which sounds like this, the Sense. And yeah, as you can see, I added a little bit of send for the delay, and I'm using the 1/8 delay. The essence of why I actually was doing this because I made this particular song on my previous laptop, and it wasn't really strong enough, capable to handle a lot of plugins, and that was the reason why I had to do this. So it's a good habit to have. And after doing that, the artist just basically sang Echo to the Moon. Shout out to Echo to the Moon. Very good artist, by the way. And this is what the chorus sounded like. Looking like a hot ass foreigner. So she wanna touch my body now. She go like check my stamina. Fine girl from Zanzibar. Looking like a hot ass foreigner. Say she want touch my body now. Say she want check my stamina. So if you want to know how I mix the vocal, you can just drop in the comment below and I will explain that to you guys. So let me quickly explain my arrangement view when I'm thinking, what I think about when I'm arranging. And we also have the SFX sounds as well. So as you can see, this is just a simple beat. Less is more, create space and room for your artist to sing. Don't just cloud the whole beat with a lot of sound. If you listen to a lot of Afrobeat these days, less sounds and the artists do their thing, and the producer and the artists have a nice collaboration. Talking about the arrangement, the first thing I wanted to do was to introduce the sound that I wanted every listener to remember in their head by the end, at the time they finish this whole song. So you want to have that resonating sound. It could be your chord progression, it could be a guitar, it could be the drums, but you want to have something that you leave the listeners with. And in this case, this was the sound. So whenever you hear this anywhere in the world, Zanzibar is the song that's about to play. And yeah, like I always tell people, the first 5 seconds, you want to make it catchy. Stop keeping those amazing stuff in the second verse first, but also applies to artists because listening span is so short and not everyone have that patience to listen all through. So yeah, with that being said, I added a little bit of vocals and HCM beats without vocals, right? So yeah, I added these vocals. And as you can see, I'm using an auto filter by itself. It sounds like this. Yeah, but I just wanted this particular, sound. So I had to, add that because, yeah, auto filter is like my own defining sound. So as a producer, you want to get yours. And yeah, that was what I did to the intro. And after doing that, I introduced another sound at the next 4 bars, which is this particular sound right here. While he did his intro. For this arrangement, we started with the chorus. Like from the intro, we went straight into the chorus. Fine girl from Zanzibar, looking like a hot ass foreigner. So
Said she wanna touch my body now. She go like check my stamina. Fine girl from Zanzibar, looking like a hot ass foreigner.
So after the chorus, like an 8-bar chorus, then my verses are always 12 bars, chorus 8-bar, verses 12 bars, just to make the song. I'm always targeting around 2 minutes 20 seconds to 2 minutes 30 seconds in most of my arrangements, right? So the chorus is what have almost all the instruments in the song. Then the verses, I just take out some instruments and just bring them in. This one comes in around there, I can take it off. This other one comes in around here, I can take it off. This other one comes in around here. So that's just basically what I'm doing. Why the sound that I want the listeners to always remember keeps playing all through the song. Do you get? So that was what I did here. And if you notice, there are always breaks. I always put breaks in the verses, especially in places where the artist is singing and I want to bring out that particular stuff that they said, or a place that is leading maybe to the verse, to the chorus, and the roll or the feed is about to enter. So just to give the listener a quick alert that a new part of the song is coming. So that's just what I do. And yeah, for the drums as well, I can take out some percussions. Maybe I don't start with the bass at the initial, then later on I can bring in the bass. Just be creative with this whole thing. Listen to a lot of songs or the genre of music that you like making, and you'll get better understanding on how these arrangements are being made. So when I just picking some sound, then the chorus, I bring back all the sounds. In some cases, if I also feel like some of the verse sounds are really, disturbing, I can take out that sound that, okay, this particular sound is only going to be in the verse and not going to be in the chorus. But in this case, every sound here, we're complementing each other. So yeah, they all came into the chorus, and in the verses, I took out some, just to make the listeners know that when a particular sound comes out, is in the chorus, and when it goes off, is in the verse. So, and after doing that, I added a sax around here at the outro, which is something that I really like. And the sax is also from Splice as well. So and as you can see, I'm just cutting a little bit of the lows and I'm adding reverb. When you play a sax, or maybe you bring in a sax from whatever loop platform that you use, or whatever VSTs that you use, you want to make sure you add in a little bit of reverb, at least if the particular place you're bringing it from doesn't have reverb. Because trust me, guys, adding reverb to your saxophone, strings, instruments, it gives it soul, it gives it this emotion. So yeah, you want to make sure you add that as well. And that was simply how this song was made. I'm going to play from the top to the verse so you get a feel. And yeah, let's have a listen.
To the moon, killing women doing anything. So many killing women doing my thing. Fine girl from Zanzibar, looking like a hot ass foreigner. Said she wanna touch my body now. She go like check my stamina. Fine girl from Zanzibar, looking like a hot ass foreigner. Said she wanna touch my body now. Said she wanna check my stamina. So many kill it with they look for my thing. Cause she said nobody if you doing like me. And girl, you give me sugar when I lick your ice cream. No go to tell your friends I had to do you nice things. And I know say baby girl you go fi fire, yeah. Touch your body so nobody go fi tire, yeah. Tell me something with money no fi buy, yeah.
So yeah, guys, that was how this song was made. Yeah, you can click the link below to go listing to Echo to the Moon. Shout out to Echo to the Moon. Dropped a new project, New Moon 2. And this is one of the song, and I just wanted to use it to show you guys a beat breakdown, but as well give you guys tips, tricks, and some little bit of advice on how you can go about making your own beats and go about making some nice Afro chill beats. And if you'd like to see how I mix the vocal as well, drop a comment below and I'll make sure to do that for you guys. So just a quick video. It's actually quick, but yeah, just a quick video showing you guys how to make an Afro chill beat. And I hope you've learned one or two things from this. And yeah, till I catch you guys in the next video, remember to always stay productive. Peace.